Alright everyone, welcome back to the island. And we, as you can see, have a new addition to our collection of equipment here. Very, very nice. I finally managed to get all of the resources organized inside this fabricator in such a way that I was able to create an industrial grinder. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, at least I've been waiting for, we are gonna go tearing through this stuff over here. All my resources that I don't need, all the equipment, we're gonna grind it up and see what we can get out of it. This is what I was remembering. If those of you that have seen my Ragnarok Let's Play that's going on alongside this, I mentioned having a whole bunch of resources, and yeah, I got them confused, got the maps mixed up. This is the one that I have piles of saddles and lances and metal building pieces and all that, so we're gonna go tear that stuff up. But before we get into it, we got something we gotta go over. You saw a little bit of them over there, to the left side there. I have finally completed my Argy. This over here, let me introduce you to Freedom Bird, my max mutated 20 damage mutation ARGENTAVIS. Called him Bloodwing. I definitely did not intend to make him America colors, but you know what? With the 4th of July being tomorrow, as of the time of this video recording, I guess today it would be, this is a pretty nice little celebratory Freedom Bird, which is fantastic. So this pen over here is completely open. My Dinosuchus, I have made pretty big leaps and bounds on. I'm already up to 15 damage mutations with this guy, and look at that health stat. I went out and I found a female that I had to replace all these females with. If you notice they're moved, it's because I rebred them all. They're all higher levels now, they're all better. I found one that just straight up after I tamed it, gave me 50 points into health, which is pretty fantastic. Also, I've noticed that my awesome Spyglass is gone, and that is because there was a recent patch update, and it kind of broke that mod. Yeah, for some reason it's gone, so we're gonna have to try to figure out a substitute for that for the time being. Not really a big deal right now, but, you know, it's going to be. Hopefully they get that figured out at some point here. But yeah, we've got some updates, a QOL patch, you might say, and I've noticed some things are a little different. Supposedly, I'm supposed to be able to see my my armor durability on the right-hand side down there, but I'm noticing that it is not there. Also, there's an auto-run feature, which is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. I'm not even holding any buttons down, I can just run. Works on the backs of creatures as well. And that, I mentioned before, being able to change so that you could only have to worry about harvesting one particular resource with Dodix and Ankylos and Dunkleos and all that. Yeah. That's in full effect right now. So we're going to look at all of those things. I want to check how all of the different resources are harvested with that. So I think we're going to go down the line. We're going to go and grind up all these resources in here. We're going to take that new RG out, and we're going to go kick some booty, maybe do some missions. These are getting hard. These are really, really getting hard. Craft 5 ramshackle or better blueprints. Tame 5 herbivores. Tame 5 carnivores, kill 3 alpha raptors, kill 1 alpha carno, imprint 5 creatures to 100%, like, it's getting kind of silly. It really, really is. Some of these are getting rather challenging. Don't ask why I ate the spoiled meat. Don't worry about it. So, let's go through here and see what it all is that I don't need. It might be beneficial to me to just drop my excess stuff off and not have to worry about accidentally grinding anything valuable. Put all that stuff in there. Okay, so let's see. As far as chitin goes, I've got the best of the best over there. Flak, I think I've got it on right now. Yeah, I have the best of that. Cloth, fur, I haven't really laid out an armor collection of, but I do pretty much have the whole set here if I wanted to put on the whole Ascended set, but we'll grind that up. Yep, that looks good. What's next here? We need leather, or hide, I guess, not leather armor, hide armor, which I also have a full maxed out set over there. Riot, I don't really wear, to tell you the truth. I don't really ever wear that. We'll grind up all this stuff right here. Plesiosaur saddle, which I guess I could use at some point, but I won't get rid of that completely yet. Sickle I'll keep. Pickaxe, I've already got a better one, so we'll throw that out. Megalosaurus saddle, not so great. If I can turn it into a blueprint, I could take it with me to Aberration, because that'd be pretty awesome, but meh. That's the rule set that I've kind of laid out for myself, is that I'm only taking blueprints with me. I'm not taking actual weapons or equipment or anything like that. I'm just taking blueprints. That's one of the many rules that I have for moving forward between the maps here. I have a couple of different things I'd like to do. We'll go over that at some point, but yeah, let's see. That's all that. We'll go ahead and throw this in here. This is going to be a hell of a lot of resources. Like, I'm fully expecting to be swimming in the loot here. We're going to fill this thing. We really are. Okay, let's go down. Let's see. Allosaurus saddle, Ankylo, Araneo, junk, bow, Carbon Nemesis will save, compound bow. I'll never use that. Let's see. Crossbows, all junk. Diplodocus saddle. For whatever reason, I've got 2 Ascended Diplodocus saddles. Pistols, we'll take the weaker ones. Lances, we'll definitely take all of those. It's going to be piles of resources. Just going to throw that all in there. More loot. More loot. I have another Megistotherium saddle. I don't even realize what all I had right now, honestly. I didn't realize just how good everything was. Pachy saddle, Pachy Rhino saddle, we'll never use that. Parasaur saddle, no. Spear, that one is better, actually, so I'll grind that up. Pulmino, Rex saddle, Sarco saddle. We'll save the better of the two. Not that I'm ever planning on using a Sarco since I have the Dinosuchus now, but it's cool to dream, I guess. I used to always tame one of those things. Like, those are my favorites. I loved having one of those. Shotgun, I'll save it because it's the only one. Stego saddle, not saving any primitive stuff. Terrorbird saddle? I really need that. Thylacoleo saddle, I didn't even realize I picked that up. I love going through all this stuff and realizing that I had a lot more cool stuff than I thought I did. So let's see here. Junk. Arthur Plera saddle, I saved that on purpose because I knew that would grind up good. Pistol, you are now no longer the best, so swap that out. Junk. You owe me a junk. Actually, I'll put that on the one that I already have. Another Megalosaurus, junk. Sabertooth saddle, pretty good. Stego saddle, junk. Lance, junk. Iguanodon, Megalosaurus. Can't speak the words. All right, as far as equipment goes, what about my ghillie? Do I have the best ghillie pants? I feel like... No, I do not. I'm gonna ground them up for no reason. Wait, put the pants back on. Gotta put the pants back on. Hide is junk. Keeping all my armor sets laid out. Yeah, I've got Ascended hide everything. Like, that stuff's like the best of the best. I'm not worried about it, so we'll grind that up. Grind it. I almost ground up my Megistotherium saddle. Definitely did not mean to do that. That was close. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. That would be great to have as a blueprint. I mean, 258, if I could just take my crafting skill potion and whatnot and chug all that, oh, that'd be fantastic. Okay, so let's go through, make sure I'm not getting rid of any good saddles here. Nothing really all that fantastic. Everything's junk. Yeah, this is going to be pretty good amounts of resources. All right, let's do it. Oh, my. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is amazing. I basically, like, this thing just paid for itself, honestly. All right, we're going to throw it. It's all going to go behind it, I know that, but it is what it is. Look at that. I don't even know if I'm going to carry all this stuff. This is why I was so excited for this. So very, very excited for this. All right, where did it all go? Did it all go into the ground? Oh, no, it's up here. It all went up here, so it could come out, it just got stuck. Oh, man. That's incredible. How much do I weigh right now? It's like 3,000. Yep, 6,180. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's get rid of all the heavy stuff. Everything that weighs a lot. Metal, obsidian, polymer, which I definitely don't need any of. Just get rid of all this stuff. Everything else should be fine. Yeah, everything else I can just carry just fine. Better save, kind of lagging there. We're going to put it in our vault over here, all the excess resources, and then we'll slowly move that stuff over. We're back to swimming in the loot. And I even want to bother with it. Yeah, just throw it all in there, doesn't matter. Okay. Now I got to get all you guys over here. I got to use all that cementing paste and all this obsidian to make a whole bunch of regular, like, fresh polymer that I could use. Alright, I'm actually running out of inventory space over here now. Alright, the metal in there. The obsidian in there. Have it start crafting a whole mess of regular polymer. We're gonna need that for, whatever on Earth we might possibly need it for. All this stuff over here, we'll just keep throwing it over there. I don't really need it that bad. Still weigh an obscene amount, but it's fine. It's worth it because swimming in loot. Oh, did all my polymer go bye-bye? Oh, well. I just replaced it all. It's fine. I'll put this stuff in here, too. We'll spread it out. I got lots of room here. Lots and lots and lots of wood. Lots of wood, lots of stone. It's a shame I don't need to build any more bases now because I got a whole bunch of resources. That's how I can put all that stuff together so quickly. Oh, I almost forgot about this stuff. I gotta grind up my excess metal building pieces, too. Oh, I got so much. All the stuff that I've been saving on purpose because of that. I'm not gonna use any of it. I'm just saving it for that. For grinding. I know, I'm gonna grind the turret. It's terrible. However, will you forgive me? Yeah, it's not a lot, but I can't even reach it up there. Yeah, there's another giant pile of resources for me. Not very much. Pretty much all of it came from grinding up that metal tree platform, I'm sure. That's still like 600 metal, so we can put that over there on this side. I know that side can take advantage of that. I don't really have a lot of space in here, though. Oh, actually, I've got a lot of metal in here already, so you know what? We will put it on this side. I bet I could craft an entire other grinder right now with all those resources. Minus the oil, which I did go and get some on that Dunkleo that I tamed in the last episode, so we have a little bit of a stockpile of that. Yep, that's beautiful. I will be able to craft a whole nother one of these, minus the crystal. That is the only thing that I don't have. That's delightful. Okay, well now, with all that done, we are going to go on a little bit of an adventure. Before I bail, though, I am going to check these guys and make sure that I don't have a baby hiding. It's a pretty decent color. It's kind of plain, unfortunately. It's that nice little blue there. It is what it is. We're looking for a 258, 34, 34. Give me a 34. No, what about a 260? Nope, all junk. All right. Also, I built a little bridge here. What do you think? It's kind of cool looking. I feel like I went a little overboard on it. I didn't really want to put the piece in the middle, but I had all that extra wood, and I kept running back and forth between this place and my main room up here so very, very quickly. And I was like, you know what? I need to make it faster to get up and down because I'm tired of running around. I'm tired of doing laps, so I built a bridge. This design is stolen entirely from Walls at Lance, 100%. I won't even lie about that. That is not an original by me. All right, so a bit of a jump cut, but we're back here again. A little bit of an awkward pause there as well, but I decided to swap out Awesome Spyglass for Super Spyglass for the time being. It is not my preference, but it will do. Also, I did notice that all I had to do was press one extra button and open up my extra inventory toggle whatever thing there, and now on the bottom right there, you can see the armor colors, and those are color coordinated, just like the HUD Ascended stuff on the right side, which is why those are the color that they are. So finally now, let's get rolling here on this. We're gonna go and look at all the different harvesters that I have. I need to grab all my equipments here. My equipments. We're gonna grab the scuba stuff here, because we are gonna be going to the bottom of the ocean. We definitely are. I'd like to test out the Dunkleo. We're gonna go get a look at that. Give me an opportunity to take out my new fully bred and imprinted Archelon that I have for myself, which is pretty great. His name is Turts. He's got lots of health. 15,000, that's pretty good for a max level, like heavily imprinted, you know, what's it called there? Beast, I'm not bringing you with me. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will bring Beast with me, because Beast can in fact be shot off of the back of. Much, much better of an option than the Baryonyx, I find. I didn't know that. I thought you couldn't shoot off the back of them. We're gonna bring the Ankylo. We're gonna go up and harvest some stuff on the mountains, just kind of take a look at that stuff. We'll take our fully imprinted Dunkleosteus. All right, so let's get on this fancy bird right here we got. Very, very nice. We're gonna head up to the mountain first with our Ankylo, see if we can do some good old-fashioned harvesting. This bird is gonna be a pure fighter, so I'm not gonna try to carry too much of anything here. I can definitely feel it flying faster. Let's go down here and swoop into these guys, do some murdering. Hello, fellas. 157 damage unleveled. Not the greatest, but it'll do. Put a lot of points into that. Oh, there was a new dino right there. Did you see the little thing flying around? Did you see it? It's an Enantiophoenix. I hardly ever see those things. They're very, very hard to spot, but they do exist in here. There's baby Shalico. Never use those things at all ever. They also like to be fed beer. Bunch of alcoholic dinosaurs around here. All right, nice and dead. All right, let's pump some points into this. We'll try to get you up a little higher. Bring you up a little bit. Melee damage, we'll just start cranking. We'll just start cranking it. Every death will crank it. Big damage. Big, big damage. Well, not really big damage, but, you know, damage. Behold the freedom bird in all its glory. Looks like a whole bunch of things running around down there that need some freedom. We'll have to give it to him. Oh, there's an alpha tyrannosaur. What a wonderful way to test my powers. Oh wow, that's big damage. He hits me pretty hard. That's also from the Paleo ones. I haven't seen these guys at all yet. What's going on there? But they're finally starting to spawn. These guys have been kind of hiding this whole time. They're with the Paleo Gigas one, like the Paleo Apex Predators. Oh, there's an Alpha Raptor down here. So many monsters. Look at all this freedom. Look at all this XP. This is what you call a target-rich environment right here, folks. Need to get myself a much better saddle for this, but it is what it is. I'm healing. I am healing. What are you doing? That Alpha T-Rex there. Everything's just murdering. Everything's murdering, everything's stomping. That Alpha Raptor is enormous. I don't know if they're normally that big, but that thing is like the size of an Allosaurus. Is that normal? I'm taking lots and lots of damage, despite my bird being pretty powerful. Freedom Bird's taking a lot of heavy damage here. It's the alpha boost, that's the problem. Everything's alpha boosted, so I'm having some issues right now. Yeah, we'll regenerate though. We gotta kill some stuff here and heal back up again. Alright, we're gonna kill you. Nope, 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 this one's mine, this one's mine. Oh god. That's alright, I am slowly regenerating my stamina. I've got the buff. Can you go over here somewhere safe and land? Please don't follow me. Give me some peace here so that I can land. I'm not doing very much in the way of killing here, I gotta tell you. It's just kind of kicking my butt. That Alpha Raptor down there, I'd love to kill that thing. Big XP. There they come. Oh god. Let me up, let me up, let me up, let me fly. Oh god. They're conspiring against me. This is like somebody's enemy army coming after me right now. This is terrible. Now there's a Spino over there. I don't know why this is popping up in the middle of my screen. This is also another new modded creature. All of them are just now deciding to show up. I don't know why they waited so long. But this is the Paddletail Spino. This thing is Spinosaurus on steroids. And it is outrageously powerful. I could tame one of them. I could. If I had the right stuff for it. What do you like? You like exceptional kibble and extraordinary kibble? That doesn't really make any sense to me at all, but cool. Oh, there's a loot drop over there in the distance. I wonder if it's got anything good in it. Probably not. I mean, it probably does. Freedom Bird here needs a break from all the murdering. Maybe I'll come back and start slaughtering all these guys wholesale here sooner or later, but right now, I need to not get myself killed. I need to remember what I'm out here to do in the first place. We're looking at all the cool new stuff, though. I mean, that's neat. I don't know why it took so long for those creatures to spawn in. Maybe it had something to do with, like, generation in the first place. Like, maybe they needed to die off, and I haven't been over in this area yet, so nothing could spawn and nothing could regenerate. You know? I'm thinking that might be what it is. Hearing lots of stomping and thumping. That's another Rex down there. Why are there so many all of a sudden? My god. Stamina robust. Okay, I don't know why that pops up in the middle of the screen all the time. I murder these guys. These guys aren't so bad to tame. I do like them. I'm quite a fan of this mod. Definitely makes Rexes worthwhile. A lot better, easier to use than they were originally. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Heal me up a little bit. Just give me some stamina points here. Give me some stat points I can put into things. Got Allosaurus over here. We'll murder him. I'm doing decent damage. I mean, this thing's like a glass cannon right now. I need a good RG saddle. I'm hoping that this has one in it. That'd be pretty nice. Okay, we're good. Good to go. And absolutely nothing good in there at all. Another Ascendant Mammoth saddle, though. That's not bad, I guess. Not really good, but not really bad either. Stuff for the grinder. Alright, away from the danger here a little bit. We're gonna let my RG regenerate. I know that I did clear out the tops of these mountains already, so I don't really know what there's gonna be in terms of resources up here now, but let's take a look at what the new Ankylo can do. See if I can find a nice cluster of metal to harvest. Not that I really need it, you know, after my lovely grinder did a lot of hard work for me here, but I'll make sure there's no Gigas hiding up here too. The ones in the volcano were dead, I know that. I went up there and I took those down. Because at some point, I'm definitely planning on taming that Paleo Giga. And I need the hearts to do that, but I need a very, very, very strong, beefy dino that can endure the beatdown that is that boss. Well, not mini-boss, but you know what I mean, like, it's something sort of in the same vein as, it's got a cool taming thing. We'll go over that at some point, don't worry. So, we got Crankylo. So if I hop on you, get up here. Let's take a look. So you select him here. Harvest only settings, there we go. I can pick what I want to harvest. So let's say I only want to get metal. What do we do here? I also read that it gets you, like, a lot more metal than it normally would if you actually specifically select this here. Yeah, that's a good bit of metal. It's a lot. I don't know if it really makes a difference. Let's turn it back off again. Yeah, so you're actually getting less metal per hit. So if you specifically target that... Oh, that's good. That is really, really good. That probably works the same way with everything, like every resource. So you could get yourself a ton of metal, probably even from, like, river rocks now. Like, it's good to tame these guys in the very beginning of the game now. I mean, I only have my harvest rates doubled. So, I mean, what you would get from yours depends on how you would set it up. I mean, those of you playing with super high boosted rates might not even really notice a difference. Or you might notice a huge difference. Or those of you playing at 1 times, maybe you'll get what I was getting the whole time, you know what I mean? Like, that is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of metal already, just from that right there alone. I mean, that's pretty good. Definitely makes harvesting this stuff pretty handy, that's for sure. And now, I believe he's at about half weight. And another gimmick here was that even when ankylos and whatnot are at half weight, you're still going to be able to continue farming on the backs of these things. Like, they're not going to stop. Does it save its settings, though, I wonder? Like, is it going to just auto-farm? It's not doing anything. Oh, here we go. There we go. Awesome. Fly up here. There we go. And it looks like it's still just picking up metal. Like, it's still only picking it up because its weight hasn't shot up super high. Also, looks like it's not getting knocked off as easily anymore, so that's kind of handy. It kind of makes it worth flying around and doing this, like, manually. I'm kind of getting full on inventory, though, so I probably shouldn't carry too much. We're going to head back. But that's cool to know. I'll have to check its inventory when I get back there, and then I'll be able to see whether or not it was picking up stone. Because if it saves my presets, then that would be really good for something like a Carcinos and whatnot. Like, Aberration is going to be fantastic. Like, I am going to be swimming in a metal base. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have no problems. Walking around with a Carcinos, dual-wielding two of these guys that are auto-farming, plus only picking up metal in the blue zone? Oh. Alright, and can we drop it in the hole? Can we make it? Can we make the shot? No, we're going to be crooked. And drop. Oh, right in. That's definitely 100% of the reason why I made this design the way that I did. 100%. I definitely wanted to play basketball with my ankylos whenever I went running in. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Also, I noticed that with a change there, this base isn't as laggy whenever I'm coming back into it. It used to be pretty bad. Also, I cannot get to this right now. I don't even know what this thing is balanced on. Back it up. Back it up. Yeah, it did save the metal, so the preset does stay save there. That's really, really good news. So now I know that I can just turn it on. Boom. Right there. Now we're smelting metal. I can grind up some of this extra stuff that I don't need. Grind that up. That's not a ton of stuff there, but, you know, it's still something. Got a whole bunch of extra stuff here we gotta put away now. You know, while I'm sitting over here, I might as well grab some sap out of there, because I mentioned those Enantiophoenix. They're actually kind of handy. They do some pretty cool stuff if you weren't aware of what they did. They're tiny little itty-bitty birds, and I think you gotta tame them with sap, I'm pretty sure. And they actually produce sap passively in their inventory, which I'm kind of hoping they spawn on Scorched Earth, because that would make life a lot easier so I don't have to run out to those Joshua trees. Or if there is an aberrant version of them, I'd be pretty happy with that. I gotta move some stuff around here. Kind of got a little lost. Alright. Oh, we've seen what the Cranky Low can do here. Let's take Blue Jaw out. We'll go test the waters, but tis. Very funny. I do know for sure that a lot of creatures got buffed. Like, I know across the board that there's just some that are better. I know Spinos got buffed. I know Brontos did as well. Mammoths got a buff. I forget what all exactly got boosts to their stats, but if you notice that those creatures are a hell of a lot stronger now going forward, that's why. All right, let's head over toward this lovely gold drop here, and we're gonna go down to the waters by, I guess, well, what would be the best? I could probably head over here to the eastern side of the cave. I am going to check out this gold drop over here, though. I'm really, really, really hoping that I could get my hands on an RG saddle. Then I could get myself some better defense, and then this thing could really, really start doing some work, you know? Seems like its health is draining a lot faster than it normally does, but it doesn't really have much in the way of health. This thing really is a glass cannon. I mean, it's almost up to 1,000% damage. I mean, it's hitting pretty good right here. I mean, look at it, my god. Almost 300 per click. That's pretty good. And we're not even, like, fully leveled up yet. Like, I haven't even put all my points into it yet. It's nice. There's Megistotherium, though. We're gonna have to start taming one of those. I want to get one. I want to get a really, really good one. Because I really want to send one of those things on a rampage through the swamps there. The swamp cave. I feel like that'd be outrageously powerful. Alright, what do we have down here? Anything? Has it not landed yet? Here we go. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Another Ascended Berry Saddle. Ooh, and Scuba Tank. That is perfect. Look at all that good stuff. See, that's what I'm talking about. Big money making, rolling in the dough. Look at all this equipment. Look at all that gear. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. We're just swimming in HD flak here. High quality, premium, grade A flak. Okay, it's probably a good thing that I came back, because I just noticed in the bottom right there that I did go ahead and give myself some sap to tame one of those Enantiophoenix. And, yeah, completely and totally slipped my mind. Penguin Slayer, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to be just out chilling in the wilds. What's going on here? That's strange. Why do you have regular polymer in your inventory? Where did you get that from? How did he even get out? Must have really, like, glitched through the wall or something. I'm not really sure how that happened. We'll just set you on passive for the time being. Actually, I'm gonna have to do it the hard way. Yeah, you just chill. You're good. You're doing a great job. Strange. Very, very strange. Okay, now let's see if I can find that Enantiophoenix that was back here in the corner. I don't really think the level matters, It is a shoulder pet, if we can actually find the thing back here. They're really, really hard to find, but they like to chill around the redwoods. You can hear the tweeting. I think that tweeting noise is the sound of one being nearby. Kinda hard to see them, though, because they are really the smallest thing ever. Like, they are one of the tiniest creatures I've seen. I don't see, the thing is I thought there was already, like, bird tweeting ambience to begin with. I don't see anything. I hear it, but I don't see it. Maybe I could find one around here somewhere? Calm down, bird. They gotta be around here somewhere. I don't want to get off my RG too far, but I feel like I have to be on foot to tame one of these things. I've seen them up close a couple of times. They're definitely hard to hold down. I hear the tweeting. As long as there's no Thylacoleo up there. I hear tweeting. I hear tweeting. What's that over there? Oh, is this it? Oh, there it is. The tiniest little thing. Oh, there's a couple of them flying around. I can actually see them now. They're flying away. I guess they don't want, sap? Maybe not? Alright, I'm gonna come back anyway. We're gonna try some Gilly. See if that works a little bit better at taming these guys. Might do a little bit better. They're really, really hard to see. Like, they are the tiniest little things in the world. I'm kind of wondering if there might not be just one on the shoreline here, maybe one that's a little closer. They're brightly colored, but they're still pretty hard to find. Hopefully it doesn't take too much food to tame. God, I can't find them anywhere. They are, like, really well hidden. It could be right in front of my face and I wouldn't even know that it was there. I have seen them flying around here before. I kind of wonder if they're not all up, like, really high in the air or something like that. Like, maybe they got spooked. There's something flying around up there. Is that what that is? That actually might be it. That looks like it's 100% what it is. It is that. That is what it is. It's an Enantiophoenix, and it's up here way high up in the sky. There's no way that I could tame that thing. Unless I could pick it up with an RG. That'd be kind of funny if I could do that. Can I grab it? Can I grab you? No. Oh, but I can kill you. It was only a level 30 anyway, it's fine. Now all of them in a 100-mile radius are going to come and attack me now. That would be kind of funny. Would you Diamantinasaurus over here? Level 60, just sleeping on a log. Having a good nap. A little rest there for you. Those guys are pretty good for taming those Paleo Gigas, because those actually have, like, really good armor saddles you can put on them. If I could get, like, a Bronto or something, like something with a good damage reduction. That would work really well. Okay, I am going to find one of these things, I swear. I will find the Enantiophoenix. I'm going to go in here in the middle of the night. Alright, let's take a look. I hear tweeting. It's got to be, like, right next to me, right? Like, it's got to be. So very close. Unless it did get spooked. I mean, there's a good chance of it. I wouldn't even know where it is. They just fly so high up in the sky sometimes. Oh, what's that? Oh, wait a minute. There is one right over there. I see it. I swear I see it. It's like trying to watch a fly buzz around a room. There it is, right up there. There ain't no way I can catch that thing. That is so tiny. Look at the poop, though. The poop is twice the size of it. That's hilarious. Oh, my God. All right, little fella. You have to spam E, because you're going to be tough to hit. Ah, couldn't get him. There ain't no way. How would I ever find this thing without actually tracking it? Oh my. It's gone. Like, it just evaporates. There's no way I could keep up with that. Well, if that one's gone into the void, we could always keep going down the shoreline here and see if I could find another one. Look, over there's the big murder pile. I do need to be killing these guys. I need their tributes. I don't know. I feel like they should be dying faster, and it looks like they're bigger. Like, have they always been this big? Maybe I don't spend enough time around Allosaurus and whatnot to even know. Got a pack boost, there ain't no pack to boost anymore. That's a 150. That's a 150. And he's got a baby. Where's the Allosaurus baby? Is it nearby? There it is. Is that it? Are you it? Can I have baby Allosaurus that has a 150? I sure can. Oh, look at this guy. We're gonna name him Chompy. That is awesome. Little random 150 right there. Sure, why not? Add another one. Well, I got a male anyway. It's not a big deal. Ooh, okay, there we go. We got big points right there. That's good. Big points. Push it over 1,000. One more. There we go. Titanimera. Had no idea what you were messing with. It's all right. Most don't. I do want to go over here and kill these things. I'm getting totally sidetracked. There were definitely plans that I had for today. There were things that I was going to do. Things I ain't doing. Can turn the gamma down. Don't need it quite up that high. There we go. Let's go murder in here. Look at these baby aloes. There's another male. Still not what I need, but it's fine. Come on, give me a XP. Let me level up here. Doing all this murder. Oh, the alpha's coming. It's coming. There's the Alpha Raptor. Getting beat down. Something here has to die at some point. It's the little things keep dying and these guys keep healing. So close, so close. Baby Aloe's dead. They ate the baby Aloe. Alpha Raptor. Yeah, let me eat it. Let me eat it. Okay, now we're getting out of here. Getting up and out of here. Regenerate here a little bit. My God. Are they even close to death yet? No, they're like full health again already. I go down and I kill one. They're taking so long to die. Getting lots of aloe brains though. I feel like I should be putting some points into health for this guy too. Like I want him to be a little bit stronger. There's baby aloe right there. Male baby, another 150. Are you? Was one of them your mother or did I kill your mother already? I did. Ah, God. Let me on him, let me on him, let me on him, let me on him. Oh my God, finally, it's dead. Ugh, I killed that alpha. Jeez. Well, the baby got murdered, but at least I survived, barely. Needs more health. I should have bred it to have a little bit more HP, but I guess these things don't really normally have that much health anyway. All right, everything's dead now. Everything is dead. Oh my God. And my ghillie's busted, so I guess there goes the Enantiophoenix. Not gonna be taming one of those things now. It's fine. Oh my God. Freedom Bird here is taking a lot more punishment than he should be. All right, well, let's get to eating. Pretty low on HP there. Well, not really. Yeah, that's rough. That's pretty rough. That's all right. We'll murder some things and regenerate. Not a big deal. Hesperornis, dead. All right, let's go in here and do some murdering again. Big scary Rexy over there. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill them all. We're gonna kill them all. I don't know where that alpha took off to. Just get in the murder pile right here. Just get right up in it. Start killing everything. Get that big damage out there. Not running out of stamina anytime soon, that's for sure. I'm regenerating pretty much as fast as I am using it. As long as I keep my healing up. My regenerating. If this thing was like vampiric or it had like angry as its trait, that'd be fantastic. This thing would never die. I'll have to do that at some point. I'm hardly at all ever getting the Essence Eater thing. I'm noticing. Also, there is an obscene amount of Allosaurus down here. Has anybody else noticed that? There we go, kill you. Not gonna give you the satisfaction of almost murdering me again. Too many aloes over here. Piles of them. I'm gonna have a breeding pair just from killing them and taking their babies. Not that I would really need them for anything. I mean, I could use them for the ice cave. Oh, it's another male. Well, since I lost the one, I guess I could take this one. I'll steal you. You're kind of cool looking. I could murder that Spino too. I'll get up on you. I gotta be careful though. This guy's got some pretty unique little tricks up its sleeve. It's dead anyway though. It's dead. And the Meganera are coming. The world is definitely very dangerous. Death is still very much a possibility. I make mods that give me things but also cause me problems. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I also had a goal of going out here and murdering a bunch of stuff and leveling this thing up. So even if I get totally sidetracked, it's fine because that was the plan anyway. 309, that's pretty good RG. Pretty good RG. It does good damage. I mean, this thing just needs a little bit more defense and then we're into money. I don't really know where I'm gonna find a good RG saddle though. I gotta find one. I usually find them in like gold drops. Occasionally I find them in purple drops, but it's usually gold and red. We gotta do some caves. I think that's where we're gonna find a lot of good loot. We're gonna have to go to resort to that at some point here. All right, well, let's drop some stuff off then. Turn our gamma back down. We don't really need that anymore. Got lots of metal. We are pretty much just drowning in resources right now. We really have so much stuff. So I'm pretty happy about that. I got a couple of Allosaurus out of that, totally free. All expenses paid. None of their stats are really particularly great. They're all pretty well balanced dinosaurs, but hey, whatever. Whatever, whatever, whatever. It's getting a little laggy over here in the old base. Usually indicates that this is starting to get pretty full. 133 of them in there. I bet there ain't not a one of them that's got what I need. Not a one. And these guys are like outrageously powerful, so the fact that you can actually take these to boss fights definitely baffles me. Because they're like really strong. Like they're even better than Rexes. Like these guys don't have an oxygen stat. Which means all their points get divvied up into other more valuable things. Like damage and stamina and health. Like, it is pretty ridiculous. I didn't get anything good in there, unfortunately, but you know what? We'll add that to the list of things that I would like to get at some point. That's good. Keep an eye on it, I'm telling you. All the best stuff happens when I'm not recording, I swear, clearly. All right, now we really are going to head over there. Let's go ahead and fly over, I think, to the eastern side, maybe poke around inside that cave. It's definitely not a good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because you know what? Why not, you know? Might take a while to get there, but we'll get there. We'll see if we actually find anything good over here. I'm betting in the direction that we're going, probably not. Okay, so we're down here by the ocean, finally. I think over here is actually a spawn point. Yeah, I think over here, this is like one of the northern zones you can spawn at if you want. Not a bad place, you just have to kind of deal with the monsters running down off of the mountain right there. Go ahead and pick Bloodwing up. We'll get swapped into our scuba gear, and let's take Bluejaw out for a swim. We'll just use the regular scuba right now for the time being. And throw that on. And if I remember correctly, and there is a good possibility that I don't remember correctly, every single rock in the ocean has metal in it somewhere. So if I activated the metal only here, and it is giving me extra metal per chomp, I'm kind of wondering if this might not be like the best way to get metal. Because every single rock down here has metal. Every single one. I'm not getting tons of it, but see, I'm not even getting metal from the oil anymore. Or not, oil. I mean, not metal. I meant to say oil. I'm not even getting that anymore. So that's something to kind of be looking out for. If you're coming down here looking for oil, too. See, look at all this. You just kind of swim along the bottom of the water here. You don't even really need to go that deep. Anywhere there's water, just keep grabbing it. You're not going to get it as quickly, but I mean, absolutely every rock down here has metal in it. And I'm betting if you go inside of one of the caves, one of the ocean caves, like if you get a chance to clear it out, which I know is not something that people do very often because it's really, really tedious to move that metal from out of under there, but you could probably do a lot. And I'm betting on like maps like the center and whatnot, where going and getting metal down there is pretty good. I'm betting things would be pretty quick when it comes to filling up your inventory down there. It ain't bad. Chomp them. Yeah, these guys actually hit pretty hard. They're not the best movers, but they hit pretty hard, actually. Chompy, chompy. It didn't even pick up meat anymore, so now I don't have to worry about that filling my inventory. Why isn't that something that every creature can do? I don't understand why that isn't standard across the board. What is that out there, Manta? Danger around every corner, you say? It's about, like, just stone. How quickly could I get stone down here? Probably really fast. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting that pretty quickly. Yeah, that's easy enough to get. That's not a problem at all. How about flint? Can't even get flint down here from these? It's not even possible. I was gonna say, this guy even get flint? No, it's literally just metal and stone. To tell you the truth, I'm not really noticing a whole lot of a difference. Oh, and I'm out of stamina finally. Oh well, that's a shame. Knowing my luck, this will be the first time I head down to the bottom of the ocean and there isn't just like... There's just monsters everywhere waiting for me down here. Actually, it looks like it got nerfed, to tell you the truth. Getting like 10 metal per versus like 15 metal per. Not really much of that big of a difference there, I gotta tell you. Everything kind of feels like it's about the same. It's just something to look at, I suppose. Might have to test that out if I ever do go to do one of the ocean caves here. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but if and when I do that, we'll definitely remember it. Another Heliocorpion. These guys are everywhere. I remember them being a lot more rare, but yeah. Frequent friends now. I mean, honestly, probably river rocks might even be a better option for you if you stay up here. Stay on the coastline, you could actually find any. You could find a river that you could fit this thing in. It probably still isn't going to be as good as an Ankylo, obviously. That's definitely still the meta on the island. Just something to consider for later maps. I'll have to remember this for Scorched Earth. Knowing that Dunkleos are good metal harvesters on Scorched Earth are going to be really handy. And we're almost at Carno Island, too. Usually around here I see a lot of those Anomalocaris I'd mentioned before. I never really see them though. I really haven't come across very many of them. I kind of have to find one to tame one because they're very similar to Rhinios in that you have to actually kill one of them to get a pheromone gland. I think you have to kill a female and then you eat it and then you run up to it while you're wearing chitin armor and then you play a little game of Simon Says with it. It's kind of cool. I haven't been over to Carno Island actually. I haven't really taken much of a look around. Not a whole lot going on over here, it seems. Not really. I was gonna say, I'll get up onto the surface and there's like 1,000,001 things everywhere. Huh, is that a unicorn? That is definitely a unicorn. Yeah. Well, okay. Enough of you. Didn't really want the resources from anyway. We'll hop off. Get out of here, Megalodon. I don't want you. I don't want you. Should I drag that unicorn back to my base and make it my friend? I feel like I should. Should I? I might as well. Come on, unicorn, let's be friends. Alright. Definitely good that I came over here. What are the odds you find one of them? That's kind of funny. Shame they can't be colored, because a nice little rainbow unicorn would be pretty neat. Yeah, I found the new friend. I came out to Carnivore Island and all I got was this lousy unicorn. That's at the stage of the game that we're at right now. Like, I'm mutating dinos, I'm breeding them, making them super strong. I pretty much got my boss fighters ready to go, if those Dinosuchus can in fact be used to fight. So I'm not really worried about taming anything. At this point, I'm just going out and taming whenever I can tame. We'll mix some things up. On Scorched Earth, I might focus a lot more on those Rexes and whatnot instead, and then obviously Aberration. Pretty much, I'm fairly certain that the meta is still Megalosaurus. I never actually made it that far into fighting Rockwell on Ascended. I have done him on Evolved many times. I know that, you know, bringing a Reaper, a couple of Rock Drakes, and majority, like, Megalosaurus is pretty much the way to go. That's the way I've always done it. Well, actually, no, the way I've always done it was throwing on a full set of ghillie suit with an Ascendant shotgun and running around with cactus broth on and doing my best to hide. Right in plain sight, you know what I mean? A Quetzal over there. Not bad. What is that thing down there? Oh, that's one of those. I really do want to tame one of those. I wish that I remembered how to. Oh, that's kind of freaky. What is that? Like a bomb or something down there? Whoa, hello. Whoa. Jeez. Big boy coming out. Megistotherium are cool too. Never tame one of those. Like, there's so many things that I gotta tame. So many things that I want to tame and breed. Breed and mutate. There's other maps. Plus Extinction, where, you know, every edge is gonna be helpful. Who am I kidding? We all know whenever I get to that map, I'm gonna tame a Managarm, we're gonna breed the hell out of it, make it mutate, I'm gonna run around and murder things. I'm also kind of really trying to figure out what kind of rules I want for going between the maps. I figure between, like, all the different things, like items, skill tree, leveling it up, making sure I don't do too much. What creatures can I bring? What items can I bring? What blueprints can I bring? I'm kind of thinking, with the way that I want to do it, also, I'm noticing that ever since the update, trees have been very buggy lately, it looks like. But I'm kind of feeling like, I'm thinking in terms of creatures being able to, like, set, like, specific goals on the map that I have to meet. Like, once I've exceeded these requirements, then I can bring creatures from the previous map up. Also figured the best way to do things, like, as fairly as humanly possible is to, like, only bring blueprints from things that I've found. Like, so if I can turn some of the items that I have into blueprints before I go to the next map, that might be kind of handy. Then I can bring them along. I also thought about, like, making it so that if I do come back to the map, I can also, like, bring something with me backwards, but I can't take stuff forward, you know what I mean? Like, I can take stuff back to a map that I've already completed as long as I've actually completed it, but I can't take anything up. So, like, I could bring wyverns back to the island, but I'm not gonna bring my, like, breeding pair of Rexes all the way up or something like that, you know what I mean? Just some things to think about, because we're kind of getting to that point now where I feel like I'm kind of just dragging this map out longer than I need to, especially once these guys are done breeding. Once they're taken care of and I've kind of got what I want out of them, there's not really going to be much of a point in sticking around too much. Because we're not going to bring a lot of stuff with me. I mean, I could tame stuff here, but I've got what I need, you know what I mean? Oh, also, yeah, I totally forgot I was going to tame that unicorn. We're going to get that. We're just going to have it. It's just going to be something we have. It would be cool if they added some TLC to that to make it so that they actually did something. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know what you would have them do, but 100%. I would go out looking for them. Maybe make it so that, like, they work kind of like a Lystro, but on steroids. It's like, it gives your entire, like, a radius around it, like a massive increase to, like, XP gain or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Like, you turn it on and it sparkles. Or give it the ability to, like, mutate into a Pegasus or something. That'd be pretty hardcore. Also, I keep forgetting you have to wear ghillie in order to tame these things. I keep running around because my brain is constantly scattered and I live in a permanent state of constant ADHD hysteria. One of these days, when I plan to do something, I'll go and do it instead of just saying I'm going to do it for 45 to 50 minutes, and then eventually, maybe, at some point, I might finally get around to doing it. I just kind of let the game, you know, flow. You know what I'm saying? Just let things happen here. Keep falling off of that. One of these days, I'll stay on it whenever I jump down. What's that? It's a little fella over there. Little fella. Saw you swimming. Another one of you. It's an otter. That's a big level otter. You got a baby. Finally starting to move into this territory again. All I was finding for a while was red pandas. Now I'm finding otters again. It's kind of neat. Alrighty, let's go make friends with a unicorn. Where are you? Hiding down there. Hop on. There we go. What should we call you? We'll call you Pegasus. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Little novelty tame. Why not? Kind of cool. Don't really know what I would even do with this thing now, but it exists now. We have one. We tamed a unicorn just to have a unicorn. I do want to tame one of them red pandas now that I bring up saying that I wanted to tame one now, and now I can't find them anywhere. Now it's otters again. And I already have my otter. I got that long ago. Okay, everything's sort of back out again. We're good to go. And, yeah, with all that done, I kind of looked at everything that I wanted to look at. Unfortunately, I don't have a Dodecurus, but I could imagine it probably works the same way. And if you really are harvesting more resources, if you specifically target which ones you want while you're riding on your harvesters now, I have a feeling Scorched Earth is going to be pretty good. You're definitely going to want to go and get a Dodic on that map quick, because you'll be rolling around in Adobe so quick. Harvesting sand like that. Assuming that you can, because Dodics were always really good sand harvesters. I'm going to assume that that's possible. But yeah, with all that done, a little bit of a filler episode there, kind of more of a showing off episode, I suppose. Showing off my my new Argy, which I do really need to get a good saddle for. At some point, we are going to find one for you. Bloodwing will be a monster. I might even make you a wife and level her up as well so that I can constantly have a nice mate boost going 24/7. I feel like this is probably the best that I can do until I can get like a really good creature tamed and leveled up so that I can tame like a Rhinio, which I think I've only ever seen one of the entirety that I've been playing on this. I mean, those things are great. I'd like to tame one. I have used one to fight the Manticore on Scorched Earth before. They're kind of nifty. You can pretty much solo that thing on the back of one of those if you have a good gun. No. Something for later. Right now, I gotta get moving here. I gotta make some progress on one of these episodes here. Right now, we're just kind of going around and taming all the things that I want to tame because I want to tame them. That's about it. I could probably wrap this episode up at any point, but I'd like to be as prepared as humanly possible because once that tech cave opens, once we cross that line, when we get off the island, things are going to be going by pretty quick. So yeah, I think run around and collect all these here. We got to make some more veggie cakes for them. Kind of solves my cementing paste problem there. Each episode I get about 400, so we're swimming in that stuff too. We got a pile of resources, really. We really do. I gotta keep grabbing oil out of you. I mean, I don't really get very much from him. I could get another, a couple of dung beetles. Maybe I'll consider doing that. I'll throw them up into the bug pile up there, the bug pen. We'll get them just to get them. At this point, I'm just collecting resources to make saddles, though, so, I mean, I suppose that's the end game now. I think we've crossed into the end game. Usually building one of these is an indicator to me that I've crossed into the end game because I've got all the building pieces that I need, all the standard stuff. I've got a decent collection of armor sets. I've got good transport for land, air, and sea. I feel like I could probably do most caves. So at this point, we're just kind of taming just to tame. We're collecting just to collect. We're going to be doing some caves here soon. I think I'd like to get started doing some of that. But that means I got to tame a Thylacoleo because I refuse to do any of the harder caves with anything other than that. So we'll do that at some point. Maybe we'll use that tiny breeding pen over there to make a super imprinted batch of Thylacoleo. I've only ever seen one, though, and it was on the ground, and it wasn't a very high level. I was actually kind of disappointed. But yeah, I think, as I've said a million times, I'm going to call it an episode here. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And with all that said and done, we're going to call it an episode here. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.